and welcome to episode 11 of Curse of Strahd. When last we left off, Irina had been taken by Sergei, Strahd had caused a massive thunderstorm, and the party had reconvened the next morning, and had talked about investigating the Abbey, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Yeah, about the high and low, but...
So we begin with all of you in the house of the Burgomaster of Krezek.
Yeah.
Right. Any prep we want to do before we go check that out? Or at least see what's going on first?
I looked at the others because I have being a fighter is really easy. You need a short rest and you're good.
I looked to everyone else as I have been sleeping and am fully prepared.
Well, no, you're also. Oh no, never mind. Your rages come back after a long rest. Never mind. I'm about to say your shit comes back after a short rest too. But
Doesn't
they
matter.
don't.
I slept last night. I did not go looking for a stupid boy in the raid.
And everyone slept after that, but yeah.
I was sensible. I went and found him in the morning.
I mean, when you're right, you're
Anyway,
right.
I'm ready.
Right. How the fuck did Sesna still disappear?
I don't know. No, I gotta adjust it. Well, no, actually I don't. Yeah, I have to do it slightly. Cause I realized I done goofed. Well, actually, Shane realized I done goofed, and I had to fix that. I feel it better to prostrate myself before all of you, because I technically couldn't have, multi-classed into Paladin, so I am 6 levels of Monk right now.
You're only 2 levels off from being able to raise your ability score.
Oh, do you not have enough charisma?
Yep, needs 13 charisma, has
Off
12.
by 1. Betcha, what's that? Which actually, thank God I can speak, and raises a question. If, say, we got to level 8, and I could raise my ability score, I would assume that... No, never mind. That I would get the ability score increase when I hit level 8, not post. I won't be able to be like, I'll ability score increase and then multi-class the Paladin, because that's not how that works.
Yeah. So the earliest you can multi-class is level 9. Which is, coincidentally, right before the upper end of the level bracket for Curse of Strahd. At any rate. You guys are all prepared and begin to make your way up to the Abbey?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be dropping you on another map real quick, just on...
Ah, Strahd, not again!
Which one don't fuck with me right now.
We suffered enough, Strahd.
Man, we didn't get dropped on the Strahd map. We got dropped on the Winery map. How dare... Whoa!
Yeah, this map is fuck huge.
It's a very big black map.
I imagine it's the church.
Racist.
I mean, no, it's factual. It's a very big black map.
Can you all see now that I've shift pinged you into the corner?
Oh, there's
Yes.
a field, and there's a road. How dare you?
Specifically...
Alright.
Jesus Christ, hold on.
If you're gonna keep shifting, Caerwynn, do it right.
Right. As you ascend the switchback road up to the Abbey of Saint Markovia, the road hugs the cliff. It's 10 feet wide, covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock. Your ascent is slow and somewhat treacherous, and the air grows colder as you near the top. having climbed some 400 feet and the road having doubled back on itself twice before reaching where you currently stand, approaching the north gates of the Abbey.
I'm gonna look at these religious people. Let them go first.
I go first. What was that, Pat?
She said he's going in behind him.
I
The road from the village climbs above the mist to a wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between two small stone outbuildings, to either side of which stretches a 5-foot-high, 3-foot-thick wall of jumbled stones held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its two wings are joined by a 15-foot-high curtain wall, and a belfry protrudes from the rooftop of the closer north wing. It also supports a chimney billowing gray smoke. Hold up. So, you are opening the gate to continue?
Yes.
As you push open the gates, they squeal loudly. And you hear from the small buildings either side of you. Huh?
Ah, the cokeheads are out.
Stop. Yeah, what do you think this field is covering?
And as the gates have squealed open, out of the outbuildings come a pair of figures.
Mama always said something like this happens if someone gets real lonely on the farm at night.
As they've approached, you see each of them clutching shovels. The shorter wolf-like mongrel of the two is about 4'9", and is squat instead of standing upright. He sort of looks like a beardless dwarf with patches of donkey flesh across his face and body. He has one human ear, one wolf's ear, and a wolf's snout and fangs. His arms and hands are human, but his legs and feet are lion-like. And he has a donkey's tail. As he looks at you, he starts to laugh, giving an almost donkey-like bray. As he holds...
Damn it, CS:GO.
Yeah, as he holds his shovel close. Visit, calm down, Otto. As the other one looks over.
Otto.
As the other one looks over, he's a couple inches shorter than the one he's called Otto. The left side of their face and body appears to be covered with lizard scales, and the right with tufts of gray wolf fur. Between these tufts is pale human skin, and as you look closer, it actually appears to be a woman beneath. One of her eyes is that of a feline, and her fingers and hands resemble cat's paws with opposable thumbs. Her voice is gruff, and she wears a black fur-trimmed gray cloak. You're just mad because they're gonna want to talk to me. Of course I am, Otto. Because that's what we need, more people here to judge us. What do you want?
We were here to investigate the place. We were told that...
We were told to come speak to the abbot.
Yes. We were told to come speak to the abbot.
What about? Yeah, what about?
Abbot things.
You're gonna have to remind me.
Abbot things, mostly. Just want to ask about the place, get a lay of the land. Seems like the abbot would know a lot about this town, and, surrounding area. Folks say he's been here a while at least. Figure it's the best place to get information.
What's the word, Siegfried? Generations. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Should we let him in?
Fucking Christ.
If we let you in, you can't raise a fuss, okay?
Wouldn't
Okay.
imagine it. Holy ground and whatnot.
I'm looking to these two with pity, mostly in my eyes. Pity and compassion.
As the shorter one, Siegfried kind of looks a lot of you over real quick. Her eyes start to catch and linger on yours, Caerwynn. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity.
I am sorry.
Be sorry, just stop doing it. Come on.
Yeah.
Otto, stay here and watch the gate. How come I have to? Because I told you to. I'm bigger than you. I'm smarter than you. I'm faster. Hey, Otto, what's that over there by the graves? What? And as he turns, she raises her shovel and baps him real quick. Ow! Why?
Bit of a point, I would imagine.
Stay here and watch the gate, Otto. Yell really loudly if you see anyone. He stumbles back into the side building. Siegfried turns and leads you down the gravel and stone path. Come along.
Alright. Just kind of looking around the place as we go, like, huh, this is a thing.
Getting just a general perception of the area.
The area
Looking
is-
for other. Well, doesn't actually matter. Got a 5.
I'm joining that perception. I'm looking around to actually open my sheet up. Oh man, here we go. I got a 14. There's a lot of snow. And this thing, which I assume is a pile of thatch.
It's trees. Specifically, stunted pine trees grow out of the rocky earth near what appears to be a graveyard, near the foundation of the Abbey's north wing. The windows of the structure itself are cracked panes of leaded glass, and ancient gravestones burst from a thin crust of snow in the yard. Beyond the low wall that surrounds the graveyard, the ground falls away. The village lies 400 feet below, and the view, even through the mist, is honestly somewhat breathtaking.
It's pretty.
Indeed.
But Siegfried leads you on. The path narrows and sort of overtaken by the snow.
As we all just start shuffling the order as following this person. Like, hold on, road's too narrow, single file, single file.
But you're led forward to the entrance of the Abbey proper, a 15-foot-high curtain wall that joins the Abbey's two wings. Behind its battlements, two guards stand at attention, their features obscured by fog. Below them, set into the wall, is a pair of 10-foot-tall wooden doors, reinforced with bands of steel. To the right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plaque. The plaque bears the name,
Just a note,
the Abbey of Saint Markovia, under which appear the words, "May her light cure all illness."
So, just a thing. I can see that.
Those are windows. You should
Yeah,
be
there
able
are high windows there. I can't make them one-sided view, so.
Yeah. He also can't layer, like, you know, floor
Oh.
layer.
Oh, fair enough then. I just thought there was like somebody in the windows gonna ask what they live like, but here.
Yeah, sorry, just limitations of the mapping and stuff. But Siegfried leads you up to the gates and kind of turns to look at you. Once you're inside, the abbot's in the north wing. The other one is, well, not every member of our family is as lucid as me and Otto.
I see.
Noted. You wouldn't happen to know if there was some sort of nursery in this place, would you? I imagine a place like this has one of those.
A nursery?
You know, a place with cribs. You know, those sorts of things.
Or a place that was in the past.
I mostly work the garden and watch the gate with Otto. There might be.
Better we ask the abbot then.
Yeah.
Sorry to have disturbed you with it.
And with that, she gently pushes open the gates and nods to you. Like I said, Abbott's in the north wing. I'm ready to get back to the gate before Otto goes for a walk.
I'm
All right.
going for a walk. No.
Well,
Well, I was told to not go south. I will immediately go south. No. No. Focus, Sigismund.
The other wing would be
I mean-
the east wing.
I'm gonna crawl into the well.
this
Because, just real quick, north.
someone's down there. Don't do it.
So you said this way was north?
Yeah. Should put a compass rose on this thing, but
That's ass fucking.
Let's go to this very weirdly laid out area, guys. The door's unlocked, or we gotta knock? Maybe
Oh,
we're...
no.
Ah, Caerwynn, get out of me!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not an altar boy,
I am
Caerwynn.
weirdly reminded of.
God, stop! I'm gonna search through these goddamn
I
episodes
hit
to
you
remove
with your own
shit.
shield.
I'm just gonna rift for a little bit so we can just get rid of this entire bit of the conversation. Anyways, we're going into this door because Donald's knocking.
Okay, well, first and foremost, as you walk through the courtyard, the thick fog that fills it swirls, as if eager to escape. The courtyard is surrounded by the 15-foot-high curtain wall, and on it you can see several guards with their backs to you, or so it seemed at first. Now, it's pretty clear that their guards are just scarecrows.
I was about to say, it seems like they're beasts with two backs.
Wooden doors to the north and east lead to the Abbey's two wings, and in the center of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron winch, to which a rope and bucket are attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the overhanging wall, are several stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors, as well as 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden troughs. 2 wooden posts, pounded into the rocky earth, have iron rings bolted to them, and chained to one of them is a short humanoid with bat wings and spider mandibles. But then the quiet becomes shattered as you start to hear screaming from the sheds.
Okay.
That's
Okay then.
what it is.
And the sheds are which way?
The sheds are
These, I
there.
imagine.
Yeah. There, 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 and over there.
Yeah, Donnel's kind of moving towards these sheds just already. Like what?
Like I mostly just see a
Um,
black wall around us, so it's hard to tell.
Limits of the mapping software. Basically, where the wall bulges out a bit, those are the sheds.
I see.
Knocking on the door. You all right in there? I'm gonna need you to not do that and tell me what's wrong.
Worms,
Caerwynn.
worms in my head, in my brain, in my
Yeah,
ears.
he's fucking crazy. Leave him there.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I mean, I guess.
Look,
Fucking crazy. Leave him alone, Uwu.
the gate lady said
Shazak?
stay away
No,
from
I
the
will
other shit.
actually throttle you. You're significantly closer than the rest of these people. I will find you and throttle you.
Hey. Threats of violence against our fellow players, hopefully remaining just joking.
We'll see. We'll see if this meme garbage gets to live.
Right. I'm gonna open this door
Thanks.
with my fucking boot. No, I'm just gonna open my hands.
As you get close to the door, gentle-sounding music begins to trickle down from above. Some sort of stringed instrument. Played rather masterfully.
Alright, I'm getting real sick and tired of the timing in this place.
I mean, the area just rendered in after we opened the door, so I imagine it's, set to play on loading.
Oh, they would have already loaded the assets.
What?
Had us open the door to load.
I see spooky spooks.
Hold on.
Oh, that's not good.
Wait, what?
I see spooky spooks.
As you step inside, the ground floor appears to be one large 50-foot square room with arched, leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire on a hearth, while above the fireplace mantel hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper level, while in another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which is a young woman with alabaster skin dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as not to touch her soft shoulders, and she seems lost in her own thoughts. Beside her, a handsome young man in a brown monk's robe gently takes her by the hand. A painted wooden holy symbol that depicts the sun hangs from a chain around his neck, and he moves with the grace of a saint. He looks up as you open the door. Can we help you? Help you?
So,
The woman echoes.
So, a very important question. 'Cause I assume
you
these
wouldn't-
two people. Are they spoopy ghost people? Very
They are
clearly,
not.
Or is that just
That it's an artifact
Okay.
of the art style that was used in the book.
Yeah, it's the art style.
okay?
You wouldn't happen to be the abbot, would you? Either of you two?
The young man answers, "That is what most have come to call me, yes."
Hi, Mr. Abbot. I'm Donnel.
I am the abbot, and this, as he gestures to the woman in the tattered gown, is Vasilka.
Nice to meet you, Vasilka.
Nice to meet you.
In the back of his head, this isn't weird at all.
There's something wrong with her.
She is still learning her etiquette. Still learning. Sorry.
Okay.
Donald.
Yeah, I'm inciting all this. Nope.
Donald. It seems to you less like she's learning etiquette and more like she's learning to speak at all. You're not even sure she quite understands the words she's saying.
Is she? About the same.
About the same, but you also can see a sort of almost a very uncensored sort of pride on the abbot as Vasilka seems to, even somewhat struggling, make her way through the words.
Well, Shane, real quick, did the people send us here with any specific mission in mind? Because I know why we're here, and we all said we'd investigate for them because the abbot was like getting real strange all of a sudden.
The abbot, well, specifically the abbot had not aged a day in, as far as they knew, over 100 years that he'd been here. And also the fact that occasionally they would just hear the bell sound at random times and then hear laughter and screams.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just come out with it. You keep interesting company, Mr. Abbott, sir.
Please step in, take a seat. It's far too cold out there. As for my company, the Belleviews are unfortunate folk. Cursed, I'm afraid.
You say that it is a curse. I may be able to help with that.
I've tried quite a lot, I'm afraid. I don't know that it can really be lifted. This place, well, bows to the wills of certain individuals.
So, apparently you haven't aged in over 100 years. What's up with that?
Devotion to divine masters tends to produce extreme results.
Ah, I see.
You wouldn't happen to be an elven fellow,
On
would you?
God, sir! No.
You know what? Caerwynn probably hasn't heard of this happening before anywhere in his world, so...
God loves you. You live forever. I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
You've not heard of it in
Actually-
Calderai. If you have heard of it, it's exceptionally rare.
Actually, he has. Earthbreaker Groon. He was in Vasselheim for a time, or his parents at least were from there.
This is fair. So you have one example.
Earthbreaker...
Really old monk.
I see.
Really old monk. Like older than a human should be.
But again, sample size of 1, so...
Okay, so Caerwynn has reason to believe that that's not entirely bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, you may. I, on the other hand, am suspicious insight.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be an elven fellow, would you?
No. But I can see why you might come to that conclusion.
I mean, yeah.
Sigismund, he appears honest.
So...
Well,
As he glances to Sesna in the back. Please, dear, do step forward. It's cold out there. And
It's cold outside.
As unfortunate as it is, listening to the screaming of the worst off of the Bellevue clan, it's not healthy.
Another question, the bells, you ring those a lot, the townsfolk say.
At strange times.
Like very late at night last night.
That is Cloven Bellevue. He rings them so that his contained relatives know when the food is coming. He is a bit
Can he not-
inconsistent on the feeding times.
Can he not set up a proper schedule?
I kind of looked to Sigismund like, did you see some of those people out there?
All of the Belleviews are unfortunately more than a little mad. Cloven, Otto, Siegfried they're all manageable. But the others need to be contained for their own good and the good of Krezk.
So, how did they get cursed?
That's a very long story.
I'm listening.
Indeed.
I'm not sure on the details, but generations ago, I believe they offended the Master of the Valley, and he struck against them. They began to change, first in their minds, and then later in their bodies. I did what I could to help them, to stabilize it, but the Morning Lord is distant now.
Donnel's gonna come take a seat also.
That's
As he was told
odd.
to.
Usually Strahd just kills people.
Well, it appears he thought the Belleviews could use a bit more humbling than that. And
Sesna, come in.
Yeah, is Sesna still standing at the door, or?
She's like in the doorway. She really, really, really doesn't want to walk into this place. Like it feels wrong. Something fierce.
Sesna, please come in. And especially don't leave the door open.
I'm gonna stand inside and then shut the door, and I'm gonna get about that far.
Donnel, as you
Yeah, ignore the second one. I thought I'd have advantage for some reason.
as you get closer, you start to notice something seems a bit off about Vasilka. Parts of her body seem to have tanned differently. Like her upper arm is darker than her lower arm or her shoulder.
Yep,
I'm flipping the table!
I noticed this.
that's about what I was.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Her neck is a bit darker than her face. And what you can see of legs behind of her feet behind the gown don't quite match up either.
Vasilka, where are you from? Or, I guess, Mr. Abbot, as she still seems a bit, new on words. Where is she particularly from?
From the Abbey. From... She looks to the Abbot.
Born-
Krezk? Yes, dear, from Krezk.
Why
Why
does
don't you
the-
go grab our friends some wine, dear? Yes,
Uh,
wine.
I'm not thirsty, but thank you.
She doesn't quite seem to have heard you as she just begins to go around the table and make for the cellar.
Huh. Yeah. Mr. Abbott, I don't suppose you know there's a nursery or what used to be a nursery in this place? We were told to retrieve something for one of the townsfolk from there.
A nursery. Yes, above the east wing. It was a hospital once, in better times.
That east wing contains members of the clan that is currently suffering from insanity, yeah?
The Belleviews, yes. But they're all on the first floor, in the treatment blocks.
I
The
don't suppose
warden shouldn't give you any bother as long as you don't, well, give the impression that you might release them.
I don't suppose you'd mind if we collected that and then continued our conversation? Just so our business here is concluded in that section and we can enjoy our conversation with you civil-like, not leaving the table for nothing.
I suppose that will do. It will give time for Vasilka to prepare everything. To get there, just go into the east wing, stay in the main area, and there's a staircase that'll lead you up.
Right.
Or you could go up the wooden stairs, past through the workshop and out onto the walls. Whichever you prefer.
Alright, I'm gonna get up, dust myself off slightly, and start walking back towards Sesna. You two coming along, or are you staying with the abbot?
I'm coming along.
And just kind of getting to here, back still towards the abbot, looking to Sesna like, and like kind of motioning outside.
Shit, you didn't need motion. You really didn't need motion. We were heading outside, and she was basically ready to get out the door.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
Barely
as we're
to be out
walking
the door.
away, just very quietly whisper into Sesna and Caerwynn because of his passive perception. Yeah, Vasilka, she don't have the right parts.
I was gonna say, just the moment, like,
Wait, hold up.
the
She's
moment Caerwynn's out, just shut it.
transvestite?
I don't know if you know what that
What?
word means.
What does that word mean, Caerwynn?
Where is the... Come on, let me hit the button that I want to... There it is.
No, she has... Her skin don't...
Way too much power. It shouldn't have that much power. No. Shit.
Oh, did you kick Zach out of the call?
Yes.
What?
Her,
I
her
need to take
skin
those
don't
privileges
match
away
up.
from you people.
Her feet are different. Her neck and her face are different skin tones. Her arms are different.
Well, that's
Curious.
fucking ominous.
It's saying all this heading towards the eastern wing, so this was north, so east is where?
East would be that way.
Okay.
For the sake of the Cessno's out, I just... Look, she wasn't comfortable with going in there the first instance. In fact, she only, like, took that singular step in and shut the door behind her. When she got out, and the door was shut, she, like, shook herself as if trying to get whatever the hell that place is off of her. This is, it's not quite retching, but she's thoroughly disgusted with this place and everything about it.
I think we have to have a conversation with the abbot when we return, and I'm not so sure it's gonna ending entirely pleasantly.
A thought. If he's the only one here keeping the cursed people here, and those other people that are reasonable like him, what happens if we come to conflict?
Which hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we have to figure out where exactly, Vasilka actually comes from, because it does not look like she was born and raised in any world I've ever considered.
As you are approaching
All of
the...
these,
Go ahead.
I whispered to Donnel. All of these... Let's see, the clan's name is Bell something.
Bellevue.
All the Bellevue seem to be hybrids of some sort.
Hybrids, not that. It was all
Yes.
human.
I know.
They're mixed with monsters.
I know.
It's either something...
This-
I think
It might be an amalgamation.
I
think,
don't
yeah.
quite think so. If only because all we've seen, like, I fucking point to Mr. Tied Up over there with spider mandibles and bat features.
Yeah, bat wings and spider mandibles. And as you're getting close,
Spider-Man over there doesn't exactly make me feel like it's non-animalistic amalgamations here.
as you approach close, The creature chained to the post flaps its leathery wings and takes to the air, but only gets about 5 feet up before the chain connected to the post goes taut. As it's above you now, you can sort of see it's got female features, as it begins to flutter about madly, screeching nonsense before coming back down to the ground and curling up next to the post.
All right.
Also, this does not seem like effective treatment. This is out in the cold snow. If that man genuinely cared about helping these people with this creature be out here in the snow.
I mean, maybe he didn't have a place to tie it down. I don't know.
There was plenty of open space in that dining area.
Yep, then you have to tie it to something.
A table?
Tie.
Have it in a room, maybe. I don't know.
For a fucking
Door and wall.
All this just is rubbing me entirely the wrong way.
As you step into this space, this room appears to have once been an office, as evidenced by the remains of a desk and chair, both of which have been smashed to pieces. A hallway south leads to a staircase going up, and a dark passage to the east is full of unnatural whispers, mad laughter, and bestial odors.
Looks like we're not going east.
At the end of the hall,
Oh! Hi.
you see a large, misshapen figure. Even in the gloom, you can make out its monstrous shape lumbering about the hall, and the darkness as it begins to approach you.
Sorry.
And as it reaches there, the darkness and gloom can no longer hide its true nature, and your eyes are treated to a terrifying 7-foot-tall assemblage of human body parts.
Right. I take back what I said.
I kind of point to that.
Remind me with the... Remind me what the abbot... he said someone rang the bell.
He said Cloven Bellevue was the bell ringer, but he also mentioned a warden in the East Wing.
Yeah. This being that warden, I imagine.
1 second to refresh, because things aren't working right.
Yeah, I kind of point to that, and it's like, yeah.
I don't.
I mean, I was gonna say for Sesna's part, that thing started trundling forward and hum on. A little, like, flare of energy around her.
It shouldn't bother us as long as we go. I don't think we should start conflict until we know what's exactly going on here, but that don't exactly make me feel comfortable.
There's a very, very short list of things going on here.
As it approaches a bit more, it kind of holds a hand out toward an oversized, meaty, half curled into a fist hand towards a lot of you. Warden! Warden!
Go in the nursery.
Hold the door!
We need directions to the nursery.
Nursery? Up.
Please.
And with
Thank
the
you.
smaller hand, just kind of pointing to the roof and almost...
Oh god, smaller hand. It's got Mitch-shaped hands.
I'm just gonna go this way now. I see stairs, guys.
Sigismund, as you begin to mount the stairs, you can hear fists beating on the stone wall to the west. Or on the west side of the staircase, just...
Oh, fantastic. Should have just stayed in the fucking woods. What's the worst day was in the fucking woods? From zombies and goddamn wolves. Now I'm in here. I knew there was a reason people didn't go to Cressick.
Since Donnel's the one actually over here, yeah, no, it looks like Cessna's very, very short of. It looks like Cessna's short of popping a goddamn vein.
I think
It's not look pleased.
we should get his reasoning before we do anything rash. At the very least, get our item. And this doesn't sit right with me, and I don't think we should leave it, but We don't solve anything if we just start fighting now. There has to be a reason. Don't exactly know what in all the hells it could be. There has to be a reason that the abbot, a holy man, hopefully, did something like this.
Decided to start playing God or something along the lines. He is some kind of prideful jackass who thinks himself above the natural order of life and death. Did you not see the sick fucking pride in his face? With how that woman was managing to, I don't know, get some poor simulacrum of life.
I again think we should at least get what we came for before we start anything rash. We don't solve anything if we just leap into the fray right now.
Did I perhaps notice that same pride on his face?
You didn't
No,
roll insight.
you didn't do the insight.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I
yeah,
got that.
was-
Yeah, just to, she gives Donnel a level stare to the ground,
To the ground.
and then calmly, did the closest she can to calmly follows. She tries to just drop the flare of the ripple. Just chill. He's right. No, nothing will get done. I just start hitting shit. God damn it, I'm gonna start hitting shit.
Alright. As I bring you to the second floor. A moment while I get my reference sheet to the second floor. As you emerge from the top of the stairs, a wooden counter shaped like an L stands at the front of a spacious office. All the other furniture has rotted away, leaving heaps of moldy wood and faded cloth. Even the wood of the counter is old, soft, and you feel easily broken. You can still hear the whoops, laughter, and screams of mongrel folk below.
Open this door.
Right. Just double checking real quick. That is okay. Oop. I should probably actually give you the site first. A moment.
Clearly a nursing area.
The spacious chamber contains bed frames of wrought iron arranged in neat rows. Cobwebs and bits of rotten mattress cling to each frame. 3 doors are spaced along the south wall, each with a plaque mounted on it. From west to east, the plaques read Operating Room, Nursery, and Morgue.
Nursery. Going right to that door, and as I get here, I hold a hand to Caerwynn. You said you could help these folk? What did you mean by that?
Oh, 1 second.
Because I doubt he's been trying to help them.
I know a spell to remove a curse. Doesn't work against all curses, but a great many.
It is at this moment, as you're laying your hand upon the door labeled Nursery, that you begin to see a ripple in the air, and suddenly the shadows shift and solidify.
Oh,
Initiatives.
You know, spooky shadows.
I'm gonna.
I have a lightsaber.
Oh,
I would recommend you not be spooky shadows right now, as I have a lightsaber and way too much swing in my step right now.
I mean, please be spooky shadows.
I could. I could use it. I could use something to hit.
Hey guys, remember last campaign where Shane had like the shadows being our big bad?
To be fair, in that other campaign, it was a shadow demon, but
Fair.
also you guys were like 7th level tops.
I mean, I've been about 3rd level and punched him up good.
You boxed him up
Yeah.
because he rolled like Shane usually rolls, and terribly.
Wait,
All right, listen, you don't
I
have
don't
to.
remember. Wait, hold on. Which
Look.
game was this?
Guys,
Elrond
I'm reminding
Hubbard.
you. He was trying to trick you into doing it, and you did it. But I want to remind you all of my luck last night, and I want to let you all know I have no faith Donnel is going to roll very well in the combat that matters.
Hey, look, you rolled really bad when it mattered.
He also rolled really well to eat my intestines. So
Anyway, the Witcher game aside, Donnel, it is your turn as.
Oddly,
Hold
not the first session I've consumed Jeff's intestines in.
no, it's
That
not.
makes it sound a lot weirder than it is.
Not the first campaign either.
But yes. Real quick so I know which one to roll. Are these creatures technically undead?
They are undead.
Good to know. I smite thee. I smite thee. Holy fuck.
Oh my god!
Just
Get
right through
God!
it. Hold on. It's -2 because I don't have the wings out. Wings are not popped.
It's still
Only
more than
24.
enough as you disperse this creature.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, divide and conquer, I suppose? I'm running the Sun Sword up here and slashing at this one now with my second attack.
Alright.
Oh my god, hold on, I had to refresh because my sheet did that weird thing where it minimized and doesn't fix itself.
Oh, here. Doesn't it?
Yeah, which one's been breaking down a bit recently?
Shane, shift ping me! Ping!
It's a hit. And this one disperses as well beneath the fury of the Sun Sword.
Jesus.
You know, I like you. You're a good friend. That's just talking to my sword.
I love you, Magic
I mean,
Sword.
you guys
You bring me
some
light,
point.
you kill my enemies.
I gave you a fancy wooden hat, essentially.
Now that is true friendship.
Taking my last 5 feet of movement back down here.
Caerwynn?
I'm going to move up here.
Climb on the bed, Caerwynn. Jump on the bed. 2 little monkeys jumping on a bed.
Yeah, that is. Keep in mind these bed rolls are bed frames.
Yeah. And I'm going to use my Channel Divinity, Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
Everything within 30 feet.
Hey, the entire room.
Yep.
It's almost like he measured this.
Constitution save for half damage.
Oof,
No.
That's a dead one. Maybe not. I don't know how much health these things have. All I know is I haven't rolled below 20 damage on them.
As you see,
If
wispy
I'm gonna have
tendrils
to
begin
guess,
to rise
guess
off the
probably below 20.
You see wispy tendrils of smoke burn away from these shadows as the radiant light catches them, but none of them seem to fully disperse. Though their forms do shimmer and shift.
Well, that was my action. I'm done.
Alright.
These things seem to be pushovers. I'm not going to do much else.
Damn it.